Welcome everyone to our live stream here on lichess via Twitch. I'm International Master William Pascal, partnering with Pawnda for Pawnda's Blitz 960 Swiss. Something new and fun we're going to try tonight. I think once several years ago we did a chess 960 arena, but it was a very long time ago. This is our first Pawnda Blitz 960 Swiss. Everyone, join us. We've got Mahar, Sumaher, Gu, and Asterbait, and myself. Just 5 players so far, but we still have 13 minutes to go till the tournament is starting. So hopefully, stream picks up. There's another player now. Situn, who was in before. So we had these 6 before. I'm going to put the link to the tournament. It's 9 rounds, like a normal Blitz tournament we would run here every other Tuesday. But it's chess 960. Yes, Asterbait. Any other murderous chess players you'd like to quote? Alright, 12 minutes to start. Sparkle Horse, Situn. Everyone has lower, wow. This guy's 1900 in chess 960? I can't see that. Looks like a bullet rating. What are the chances he has a bullet rating exactly the same as chess 960? Maybe he doesn't have a chess 960 rating. Alright, Mitun, the Mitos. Mahor, Sumher, Gu, Asterbait. There's a link to the tournament. Welcome. What's up, Asterbait? You're welcome to send in quotes. Don't feel bad about it. You weren't thinking. Put in a Kasparov quote. The Kasparov quote from the tournament is quite cool. Alright. That was weird. Yeah. 10 minutes to go. 960. Oh, Tezek, you didn't realize. But you can play the 4 a.m. What is it? 3 a.m. defense. I'm calling my own opening the wrong thing. First I called it 2 a.m. and then 4 a.m. We can try to play knight h6 if our knight's on the right square. Asterbait warned you. Okay. No unhappy faces. I don't want to see any complaining. We're trying something new for a change. Troll in a roll is not here. I did invent the 3M, but I haven't played it much lately. Yeah, it's called 3 a.m. It is. I just, like last time, I was starting to call it 2 a.m. Now I said 4. I don't know. I'm all confused. It's the middle of the night, you know, whatever. I mean, 3 a.m. was when it was invented. It came to me in a dream about Yasser Seirawan. Just kidding. Just a little reference to a New 11 quote. I mean, comment. So, everybody, chess 960. We need some more players. We've only got 6 so far. Ruslan is lurking. 3 a.m. Hungarian. That is right. It was 3 a.m. Hungarian time. I was here in Hungary when I invented that. Good evening, Arsenal fan Richie. We need more players. More players. I mean, I could have made this tournament an arena, but I thought we'd try it as a Swiss and see how it goes. And before I unleash it on arena mode, we're gonna get a lot of like random peeps if we do arena mode. But wait, if I make it an arena, I could still make it a tournament, a team only tournament, right? Yeah. So we can make it an arena format. Perhaps next time. But I was thinking of making like an open arena to attract more players. Anyway, I thought it would be fun. Something different. Well, I'd rather have hyperinflation than a dictator taking over the world. I'd rather pay the inflation now, you know, than let it go further unchecked. I think we gotta put an end to it once and for all, whatever it costs. So Uber drivers out there, wow. You don't understand the castling rules. That makes it more fun. When I first started playing Chess 960, I didn't either. And it's that much more fun that way, not knowing exactly when you can castle or not. Bogachog. Just try castling randomly whenever. You can castle vertically. Alright, where are the players? We need more players. We've only got 6 players. How are we going to have a 9-round tournament with 6 players? Come on, guys. Even if you don't like Chess 960, I insist that you play. Can't believe this is going to fail. Maple Tree was here before and he's gone now. Maple Tree, why did you leave? Did he not realize it was Chess 960 when he signed up the first time? He's actually online. You're being indignant again. We're gonna have to put you in the corner, the silent corner. No complaining. No negativity. No negativity. Smurf, Papa Smurf. Where's our other players? Nobody wants to play Chess 960. Are you serious? Move 11. Where's Ubadas? Let's send a message. Seven players. Ruslan joined. Anybody else? HTFP. Arsenal. Arsenal's here for complaining. He's not here to play Chess 960. Do we have any other players? Any other complainers? Players. Chess 960. Oh, that's awesome. I never know whether people are fans or haters. It seems like you either hate Chess 960 or you like it. I'm actually kind of on the fence. I like it, but sometimes I don't know. It bums me out. Because I suck at it, you know? It's hard to like something that you suck at. But yeah, you're not a fan of opening theory, Arsenal. So yeah, that aspect of it was the main, of course, benefit of Chess 960. Reducing the amount of theory that's really... Aspirate, you're not allowed to select your starting position. Is that the normal position, Astrobate, or what? Uber drivers out there. We need more players. We've got 8, and it's 4 minutes to go. Gift a sub to be the first to gift a sub this week. Agnes Karajewski had donated 100 bits. World 960 champs shouldn't tell the people the position beforehand either. I agree. Yeah, that kind of sucks, right? That's really stupid. Yeah, it should be like, right, you just start with the new position. It just pops up. I agree completely. Delver, that's not true. You know, like, all about the Smith-Morra Gambit. It looked like when I played you. You seem to know your Smith Gambit. Richard should play the Smith Gambit as well. It would be apropos. All right. Three minutes to go. We need at least 2 more players. Come on, guys. Normally we have about 10 players when we start. I didn't set any requirement for like number of games you need, you know, so there's no restrictions. Even if you don't have any Chess 960 games, you can join. I thought maybe we could attract more players this way, but probably I need to make it an open event if you want to attract really more players. Next time I'm gonna go with the Swiss. Maybe make it open to everyone. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I hope that we'll get like at least 10 more players, because it's very thin with just, you know, the minimum like 10 players. It's a problem because we can't have 9 rounds with 9 players. You're not allowed to. It's not an arena, so you're not allowed to play the same player more than once. We need at least 10 players to do 9 rounds. Otherwise, it will get cut short. So someone else has to jump in. I want to see Uber Driver, Maple Tree, or others, or Arsenal. Arsenal, you're not in the tournament. Get in the tournament. There's Uber Driver. I stand corrected. Arsenal, get in the tournament. Goo is in the tournament. Maple Tree is not. Bjock says, I was going to make the same joke, but I thought it was in bad taste. You remind me of, like, one of my college roommates. Of course. Who was it? Someone else. You always get those people that make the dumbest... They make the dumbest comments on your Facebook page. Bjock goes right for the cheesy joke. Alright. Taking a bye for round 1 dinner. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. People shouldn't be punished for politicians. People eat people. Chess 420 players. Soylent Green is people. I doubt I'll play tournaments this on mobile. Well, there's the reason you can't play on the mobile, by the way. I actually like playing on the mobile. We only have 9 players. We need another player. Damn it. Give me another player. Come on. Got an odd number. Where's Mr. Coffee when we need him? He's probably working. Only have 9 players. That means like somebody gets a bye. I recommend everyone like use their initial time to and you don't have to make the first move in 20 seconds or whatever. That doesn't apply in the Swiss. They should really fix that. It's bordering on like being a bug at this point. You have this impression like you have to make your first move. But I mean, that's just extra time, so I would highly recommend you use it. There's no advantage in like not using all your 30 seconds. In the psych ward, you'll be safe in your padded cell. Hopefully. When the, you know, unless the guard is to beat you up or something. Alright, 960 but remember, it's Blitz. It is Blitz. Come to me, my little babushka. What is that from? I don't know, but it sounds strangely familiar. Man, I had the weirdest hallucination here. See, this is where we start having, we start having trouble. That's crazy. I did that. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I saw that it was under attack. And I thought, like, my knight was on c1, like, protecting a2 until the last second, when I realized it was actually hanging. It's really embarrassing. So it is what it is. Greed is good. Yeah, don't talk directly about specific moves, that's all. Try not to make suggestions about specific moves. That's the only thing that we ask here. Until it's like over and done with. Wow. Quite impressive. Now, look out. Oh, he found that. Queen c4, queen d5, no. Queen f2. It's the logical move. There is no chance, famous last quotes, there is no chance that black can equalize here. Guy is impressive tactically, right? Right. Yeah, I mean, I just blundered a2 immediately. The weirdest thing was that, like, I knew it was under attack. But you see, that's the problem with the bias from normal chess. Like, you're just used to your a2 pawn being protected by the rook. It's so deeply ingrained in my mind that even, like, staring at it for, like, 30 seconds and knowing that this chess 960 and seeing it's attacked, I can't process the fact that it's not protected. It's so deeply ingrained in my mind from playing chess for 30 years that I can't make the adjustment to accepting the fact that my a2 pawn is not protected on the first move. I started to hallucinate. It was like protected by another piece. So he's gonna try to sack his queen here. Wow. That would be a really stupid move. I'm an amazingly brilliant dude. What do you call it when you're always sure about stuff, you know? Like, Arsenal's not... He's not indignant. He's like... He's never on the fence. Like, he always has a very definitive opinion about stuff. What is that called? Trumpism. More general than that. Trumpian. Trumpdom. Perhaps I should just castle. Always a good idea. Except when it's not. Oh, he realized that he can castle too. I shouldn't have showed him that. That was a big mistake. Now he knows about the castling rule. Very messy situation. Yeah, if anyone brings up Donald Trump again, they're automatically banned from the stream. I'll give you one more chance. You didn't last long though. Really, dude, you're not going to be here like more than 2 minutes. Yeah. I think he's going to have to go immediately. He's not going to last long. Thank you, Mr. Coffee. Good idea. Yeah, I let him in the team. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm always willing to give people another chance. I'm just too soft-hearted. Mr. Coffee's just brutal. Oh. Is that a better move? I love Mr. Coffee. Alpha Canis Major, welcome. Chess Dojo Highlander. Nice emote. Chess Mojo. So what's the situation here? It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I like Sumahara's rating. Is my queen trapped yet? Oh, I get it. Funny when I didn't even see the point. Yeah, I was looking at the other point. Wow. Now that's a surprising move. How is this guy so strong and he's rated 1566? I don't know, man. Sumaira's ratings are bogus. Brook takes... Oh, okay. That was lucky. Wow. His only blunder the whole game. Horrible. Horrible blunder. Alright, I like my first move is like double question mark. No, my second move. Third move, whatever. I mean, I was going to play bishop b3, and I was like, well, there's no need to do that. He's not threatening. a2 is protected. What? I like how somebody else played f3. That's weird. They had the same hallucination I did, and they won. They won too. They played f3, and black didn't take this pawn on a2, winning a piece. That's nuts. Nice games there. Man, horrible. But this was funny. Alright. Anyway, it's a funny tournament. He's like winning the whole game until he hangs his rook with mate in 1. He played like a perfect game until he hung his rook. 3 inaccuracies. You know, I just made the one blunder. We both made like one horrifying blunder. We both made one horrifying blunder. It's totally equal. So Goo, okay, we've got wins. It's ready for the next round. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. How are you? The best moderator in the business. That was awesome. You don't mess around. Like, you didn't ban him from the stream. You timed him out for 84,000 minutes. What was it? How many minutes? Is that like a whole lifetime? Let's calculate how much is the like average lifetime. Well, let's calculate like the average lifetime. Can you ban someone for like a lifetime? Like how many minutes would be like 70 years? And we'll just type that in. Not, you know, we don't ban anyone. We just give them a lifetime timeout. That's pretty funny. You're shaking. We can find out what the max is. 16 players. Thanks everyone for joining us. It should be fun. 42 million and 48,000 minutes. Nice. Cheesemate said it's 4 million, but Scotch only said 42 million. So we have a disagreement. I think you guys are both close. Just it's a question about like 1 decimal point. 4 million doesn't seem like enough. It's 420, whatever. Cheesemate, you should have gotten it. Coincidence? I don't think so. Next round, you are playing. Cheesemate with the 420 donation. What is it with these guys from Maine? 40 million minutes equals 76 years. I think that's much more fair. It's not fair to ban someone from our stream. We should just time them out for a lifetime sentence. I really need a move here. Cheesemate, thank you. 420. It might not be the right number, but at least it's funny. $52,000 No. What? Oh, 525,600 a year. Okay. And just multiply that by 70. I'm just, arbitrarily saying that the average human lifespan is around 70 years. Four score and 12. What is it? In the Constitution or whatever? 4 and 10 years ago. How are my knights doing? Yeah, these knights the knights in the corner suck. No, I think the center is really important. Space is more important than normal chess. These are my kind of general principles. Control the center is more important than normal chess. Knights in the corner are horrible. And opening the bishops, it's obviously a priority, but feels like the knights I would put on a higher priority. 4 and 7 years ago, the Gettysburg Address, right? I had to memorize the Gettysburg Address. It's so stupid. Like, the stupidest thing that they do in school is like make you memorize like historical speeches so you can forget them like a week later. Like, what's the point of that? Why did I spend like 4 days memorizing the Gettysburg Address so I could forget it a week later? What did that teach me? How did that benefit my knowledge or my future life? It's just stupid. Yes, sir. Sire. Yes, sire. Mr. Kofefe. Knight F4. Yeah, I'm trying to get my bearings here. The Bering Sea. Time. I'm playing the weird French. Thank you, Cheesemate, for opening up the betting. Oh, he donated 420 twice? Wait, what? Wait, Cheesemate donated 420 twice. Wow, I must be seeing things. That's cool. Faked me out with the double 420 donations. This is definitely a weird French. Knight F4. Ooh. It's like the Muhammad Ali knight. My king is just chilling in the center of the board. Totally normal French defense here. What could possibly go wrong? Pace of play. Should have like a shot clock. Damn. That pawn is juicy. I feel like juicy and dangerous. Dangerous but worth it. Juicy. I see dead squares. French does not require castle. I viewed this as a French. Queens. Queen. Queen me. Queen. Queens belong at a distance, right? They're not good up close. up close and personal pieces. I hate blocking my rook here. Yeah, I seriously don't know where to put my queen. It's a tough one. But I want d5 for my knight, kind of. So by... How do we determine where to put things here? Determination. Yeah, queen b7 isn't a bad move, probably. It's a safe square. I have it in the active field. There was a reason why I didn't want to put it here, but I decided it was probably worth the gamble. Yeah, I started to like play the French and Blitz the last couple of weeks on occasion. I have this weird feeling that I mentioned it on the stream, but I should have started playing the French years ago. I tried very briefly, like around 2000. I bought a book on the French and I was studying it, but again, I only tried to play it a few times. It didn't really click back then. But probably I've changed a lot in the last 20 years as a player. Safe to say. You don't realize it, but you do. Well, I'm sure that I have. So rook d1. Now we're ready to castle, but you don't know which side. Oh, he has knight e4 now. Rook e1. BB. White's in trouble here, positionally. White's bishop and queen. Yeah, they're juicy. I keep saying that. Can't stop saying juicy. Bishop b5 is interesting. Subtle. Very subtle. Master found that move. The depth. Yes. It was like the only move. It wasn't tough to find. F5. Yeah, white is wrecked positionally because of the failure to have a white square bishop here. You know. It's not only the fact that his dark square bishop's bad, he's like missing his good one. So it's horrible to deal with for white. He's got to defend a significantly worse position here. I think trading queens is it's a very sensible thing to do. But it doesn't solve his problems strategically, I should say. Could trade on e2, leaving me with like a microscopic edge. Yeah, it's not very much. Let's not play this more naturally. A naturalist. Chess naturalist. You gonna trade pieces again? Vacuum salesman. Ripun was doing that a lot. Well, we dropped a piece. Yeah, bishop f4 is a weird move. Not what I anticipated. Are bishop pairs more deadly in chess 60? No, I don't think it's any different. The only thing is that like chess 960 tends to stay closed more. I feel like it's harder to open the game. At least that was a little better. Goo's still playing against somebody. World loser. Wow, world loser's here. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, interesting. Wow, we're gonna have another. Oh my god, another Queen versus Rook ending, which happened a couple weeks ago. So Gu is white with the rook against rook and bishop versus whatever that is, queen and king. Queen. HTFP, thanks to the game as well. You know, it's not easy. Yeah, you gotta sack the bishop here. It's not that easy to win with queen against rook, so you know, Gu should just like play quickly and see if world loser like knows the technique or not. The additional pawn probably doesn't really matter. That will almost certainly fall. It's very hard to beat the computer. You really got to know this ending like perfectly, and it's a tricky endgame. I think a lot of people just assume like queen and rook is easy, but it's not. I think it's much, much harder than bishop and knight checkmate. Everyone's always acts like the bishop and knight checkmate is the hardest thing in the world. But it's really not. This is much harder. The problem is like defending it's not easy either. You know, for the most part, you keep the rook near the king, but at some point it gets pried away. And that's where the computer really has an edge, because the computer can calculate situations like where you can move your rook where it's far away from the king and not drop it to a check. Whereas a human has a really hard time doing that. There's a big problem here actually for Gu that he has the pawn, because if you don't have the pawn, one of your main defenses is the threat of stalemate. And obviously with the pawn on the board, he doesn't have the possibility of stalemate. So that robs him of one of his best defenses. Situn against Uber Driver. Situation. Uber Driver can draw any game. He's like the master of draws. It is a draw. Look at that. The draw. I think Uber Driver's goal is to draw every game. Well, I'm having fun, but I was lucky. You know, I was lucky in the first game. And HTFP didn't play up to his normal level, I think. So I had one game where I blundered and got away with a miracle, and the other game my opponent just didn't play his normal level. I was surprised. If you're not used to chess 960 though, it takes a while to adjust. I've played, you know, a couple hundred games. Yeah, we get a lot of recreational drug users here in the chess chat. Most of them are banned, though. Let's see who's in the chat that's not playing. Zen Chess, Aldisto, they're boycotting. Or are they in? But they're just maybe they're in late. Aldisto's in. No, he's late. Maybe he's in. There's a bunch of players who are entering late. Hopefully. Zen Chess. Sumaher is in. Lost 2 games. Well, Astrobate beats Sumahair. Major takedown. Zenchus is in 5th place. He's right there, and I just like didn't see him. Yeah, I'm looking for your usual 2200 rating, 2300 rating. Everyone is like provisionally rated in Chess 960. There you are. You tricked me because you had a buy in round 1. Speak of the devil. Hopefully he's not as good at Chess 960 as he is in normal Blitz. I got over 2200 in Chess 960, but then I let it drop, and I just haven't played much lately. The ratings are way deflated in Chess 960. So if you get to 2200, like, you're pretty good. It was hard to get over 2200, or at least it felt like that to me anyway. I don't know, maybe, yeah. Troll is in like Kazakhstan. Maybe they turned off the internet or something. Maybe Putin turned off their internet in Kazakhstan. I don't know. Arriving drunk to a tournament game is always a great experience. I was just remembering the other day, you know, I've talked about occasionally drinking a couple of beers, but I used to drink a lot of beers sometimes during my games. I remember I never really owned up to it, but I mean, even in like GM tournaments, I would bring like 2 beers to the Chess Federation and like secretly drink them, and then I would in the middle of a tournament game, I would like go downstairs, go across the street, buy a couple of beers, smuggle them back to the Chess Federation, and like drink them during the GM tournament. So maybe even like a whiskey. I was crazy. I would drink like 4 or 5 beers, maybe a whiskey, and I was playing fine. I mean, maybe my rating was over 2400 or around there. Probably higher than it is now. I think that's the problem. I just don't drink enough during my games lately. Okay, knight g3. Yeah, I was talking about this. This is a problem. You know, having the knights in the corner is bad. Knight in corner is bad. I mean, I should consider g6, I guess. But then my knight almost gets trapped as well. It's not a very constructive move, this knight g6. The problem is if I play knight g6 or g6, if I play knight g6, people probably smell the fumes. Yeah, well, I mean, if you drink 4 or 5 beers, you're gonna smell like beer, and I'm sure that I did. But you know, technically, there's no FIDE rule against drinking alcohol while you play chess. However, it was forbidden in the Hungarian Chess Federation. Antifungal. Antifungal. Good suggestion. This is a very hyper modern game, but I just think how to put this. It seems like direct control of the center with the pawns. The impression that I've got is somehow direct control of the center with the pawns seems more effective in Chess 960 than in normal chess. And Bishop e5 was almost a good move here. Almost. What do we do? Knight e6? Ben Fungal. No, this was fun to do something different. I mean, I wanted to just have a fun tournament. We never do Chess 960. I've done it once. We had an arena like 2 years ago. I just haven't been playing any Chess 960 lately. There was a period when I tried it, but I got kind of turned off. Bishop takes e3 wins a pawn. So materialistic, but why not? Was my h7 pawn hanging for how long? What is it with me and the rook pawns? Whose idea was it to play knight e6? That wasn't a good idea for me. Now his pawn structure is atrocious. That's the second time I've gone queen takes e4 in 3 games. Just remember that pawn structure still matters, even in Chess 960. Man. No, it's interesting. You have to work without castling, which I don't mind anyway. Interesting move. Rook b8. What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. The flying buttress. I feel like I missed a tactic or something. A tick-tock. Nice move, rook f4. Yes. Yes, yes. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Arena, Swiss. Cheddar. Stupid joke. Yeah, just try every possible command. GM Orest, welcome. Thanks to Cheesemate for donating 420 times 2. And do we have any gift subs today? No. Feel free to drop in a gift sub. There's something awkward about his rooks here. He's like trying to get forked, it looks like. I just don't trust White's situation. The situation. Well, he's defending that for a reason. I don't think he has any really significant threats, though. He wants to play like knight g4. I don't think it's a big deal. That's not a problem. I'm getting all my pieces in the game now. I love the knight on g5. It's just like, it's a decoration that can't be moved. The I give up. I don't know either. Wow, king f2. The king f2 trick. Now what? Is my knight trapped? Right. That's fine. Be that way. Be that as it may. We're coordinated. Wow. Amazing that I can't attack anything. Perfect. Are bishops better than knights? Having trouble making progress here. Gonna need to reorganize. He's so tricky. Look at him. Look at him go. Challenging my knights. There was a threat there. I was triple attacking f3. f3, it's for me. Coordinated. That can't be right. Ah. That's not good. Alright, back tournament. Back tournament. World loser is dangerous. I'm not surprised the world loser's good at chess 960. You think knights are better than queens, definitely. A lot of pawns on the board. So after, let's see, there's one game going, Uber Driver. The draw master. Oh no, this is not a draw. Uber Driver, how could you? You're destroying your own record of draws, continuous draws. Look at Uber Driver's score. It's mostly draws with the occasional win. Of course. We know that Uber Driver is approximately 2100 USCF, which would put him around 2000 FIDE. Maybe slightly stronger. I think there's like a 75-point difference. We'll say he's like 2050 FIDE. But a solid 2050. A very experienced one. He was slightly stronger than that at his peak. I think he could have been a national master. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. We got someone willing to join the team. Willing. Whoa. Master. Master. B8. Alright. Master, like a Massachusetts master. Oh no, I closed the window. I'm an idiot. I thought I had 2 windows. I like these people who are, by the way, who are like streaming, and I'm not going to name names, but I think it's really inappropriate to like be like titled Tuesday in your stream and then be like playing on lichess. You're like doing a lichess stream with titled Tuesday in your... I mean, that's just gross. Zen chess. Thank you. Master B8. It's obviously a troll. We'll see how long it takes. They're probably a computer too. But maybe not. Hopefully not. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Your mind is in the gutter. I'm like so innocent, you know. Ace or B8. Minds are just in the gutter. Jeremy Silva covers connected G and H pawns in game at the beginning of his endgame course. You remember thinking it was complicated to win? It is the hardest pair of connected pawns. Alex Scherzer made me play it out. I was thinking about this the other day. It was an important game in like the World Open. I think it was like round 8 and the winner would like have a chance to tie for first. So he didn't want to resign. And plus he was like 3-0 against me. But it was still like, I can't believe he didn't resign. You know, it took me a while to like finish him off. I mean, I've won that endgame against like countless people, but it was weird that a grandmaster would like play it out till the pawns were like one square from his king and he was getting mated like the last game we saw. I thought that was a little strange. Alright. Ubi. I bet Ujah he'll do like a copycat type of approach. He seems like a copycat style. No. Bishop takes f6. Yeah, I don't know really if Ujah is better with bishops or knights. He's always talking about bishops like the cowboys, he said last time. But this is awfully close to normal chess. Really, the only thing that's very strange is the bishop on d1, from my perspective. But that could just go right to e2, and it just doesn't even matter. This is like a totally normal Queen's Indian. This is really, really like normal chess. Rook on b1 is like an improvement. I play e3, possibly c4 bishop c2. But then I think his bishop on the long diagonal would have more strength. Welcome to the Queen's Indian. Queen's Indian Attack. I had this book from RHM Press, I think. It was like a late 70s, early 80s chess publishing series, and I remember having the book on the Queen's Indian, and they actually put a chapter in the back of the book that was like the Queen's Indian Attack. It's such a weird concept, you know? Like, it's kind of a solid opening, but I would never call it an attack. What I'm doing here is not an attack. You know, this is like playing like I'm black. But it made it sound cool. The Queen's Indian Attack. Final chapter. I see, said the blind man. How are we going to play this? we're playing the... Actually, our queen is perfect for Bird Larson. The knight on c1 is much better than b1. Watch an old chess lecture where you mentioned Rubinstein-Donaldson book. Oh. Right. Well, it's a 2-book series, right? That's the best series on Rubinstein in English. He you know, Donaldson put in, like, I guess he did it with a Bulgarian guy, Minyev. Nikolai Minyev, I guess. So it's not just Donaldson. Look at this knight d7. Draw master. So the cool thing about the book, I think, you know, he credits all the old analysis. All those games are really old, obviously, from 100 years ago. And a lot of players would just like analyze games and, you know, put their own analysis. But Donaldson, they compiled all the old analysis and, you know, put that in there. So he's got like references to Tartakover and all these other players who analyzed this games, you know, previously. I think it's a good book. It has a really shitty... The Inside Chess had a really, really bad binding, so the books themselves weren't the highest quality binding. The paper's okay, but the binding was awful. Unfortunately. I don't know if they ever reprinted it, probably not. Mine were just like starting to fall apart because the binding was so bad. Oddly, the same thing I was talking about with the RHM Press books. They also had a terrible binding. I guess cheap publishing houses, you know, tend to have cheap bindings. So what are we going to do? Back off? Yeah, I don't like trading pieces with Uber Driver. I have a little more space. Perhaps. Of course you can trade on d7. Maybe I should have. Actually, it's unclear who has more space. He has a central pawn on d5. Move 11. Pardon. Move 11. You should play in this. You've played chess 960, right? Necroticos. We have to work. Oh my god. I think Uber Driver just miscastled. He's the one, he's like, Mr. You always have to castle. He just accidentally like played King G8. I bet. He meant to castle, but castled wrong. It's easy to do that. I think the entry is really confusing. So I would wager that that was not intentional by black. Word loser. World. Oh, that's your old account. Now it all makes sense. It was Delver. I keep avoiding exchanges with this dude. Oh, I hung my c-pawn. I find it very hard to believe that Uber Driver intentionally played King G8. The only way he would do that is if he thought like castling was illegal. You know, he would definitely castle there. 100%. I think he intended to castle or didn't know he could. One or the other. He either miscastled or just didn't know it was legal. Something's not right about king g8. Although it's not that terrible. I'm having trouble with my knight, which initially I thought would be good. Initial this, please, sir. Guys, please support the stream so I can pay the US government my yearly taxes. Help me pay Uncle Sam. Alright. Give me that square. Seriously, support the stream if you can. Boom. The birds. The words. Classic bird. Man, Uber driver is... He's hitting retreat button. It's a beautiful thing, this bird Larson. The only thing is I'd like to put my king on h1 and like rip open the g file, but h1 is like on the diagonal with his bishop on a8. You might regret that. So maybe my king can't go to that square. We'll have to find an alternative. Alternative energy supply. Right. So he gets that. Uber driver, probably not used to playing the Dutch. White seems slightly better. There he goes. Yeah, I can't believe black is okay here. Now, queen h4 probably can't hurt. That wasn't the plan, though. Queen h4, is that a really strong move, actually? I really need, like, g4. It's not so simple. Wow. That's a neat move. I didn't think he would do that. Now I'm running out of time. Alright. Rook g2? Can't do that. I can't believe he played this. Why play knight h6? Why didn't he just take? Surprising move. It looks like he's lost the thread here significantly. He's not giving up. Makes me think of the monkeys. I'm a believer. Nothing made me think of the monkeys in a long time. But that's the perfect song for this situation. Oops. Getting a lot of that in chess 960. Man, Uber driver, you're like fine, aren't you? If you just take on g4. I thought I had lost everything. Here. Thought I had nothing. I might even have to be careful. I'm wrong, though. I am wrong. Wow. I have been wrong before, and I'm wrong again. I thought he was absolutely fine here. Wow. But why? Why is this so bad for black? I thought your king would just go to e7 and you'd be, like, perfectly safe there. That's weird. I don't understand what... Because I have 95. Well, let's say, like, rook g8 check. King h1. I like this diagonal. No, I really didn't think he was in that big of trouble here. You have a meeting. Wow, 70 cent upon loss for Sparkle Horse, 102 for Uber Driver. Good game, dude. Dude, that's horrible cent upon loss for both of us. That's unbelievable that our cent upon loss is so high. In what was essentially... Yeah, I knew that you meant a castle. I said that to everybody. You're like Mr. Castling. So I was like, that's gotta be an accident. I've done that like a million times. I don't know why the move entry has to be different than normal chess. They should probably clarify that somehow. I guess it has to. You put the king on the rook. Yeah, it's different from normal castling. No, I know. I believe you. Now we get World Loser. It's not rated, fortunately. Knight. Corner. I have a lot of practice games against Troll in a Roll. Yeah, I don't know about this. I want to occupy the center to some degree. But f4, e3 looks kind of freaky. I have this like Dutch thing going on. I'm obsessed with playing the Bird Larson now. I guess knight d3 is okay though. I mean, the thing about World Loser is that he's a really kind of good attacker. But he does have a tendency to like let his guard down defensively. So I think he's going to come up with a lot of like good attacking plans if given the opportunity. But he might miss threats from the opponent. Because it's weird, weird positions that you're not used to. It's more likely you're missing tactics in a strange situation than in normal chess, probably. Another mistake or good move? So he just fundamentally goes for the center. I think that's logical. I was thinking about other moves like knight h4. I think his plan is better. So now my bishop is a serious problem. This wasn't really the way it was supposed to go down. Black has, it looks like an advantage. There goes castling kingside. Not sure what's happening here. What happens if world loser castles kingside? Like, he can't, right? That's another thing about chess 960. I don't know what to call the king side anymore. Like, is there a king side? Is there a king side and a queen side? Because the king and queen can be anywhere. That doesn't make sense, right? It can't be a king side and a queen side now. So h3. I don't know if I like this. What about bishop f2? Interesting. Really stupid idea. I need to mobilize. Alright. This is a terrible move. What just happened? Rook e8. So he can't castle kingside either. He just missed bishop a3 check. We gotta take advantage of world losers not using his time. He misses opportunities. Both sides have not castled. So now rook takes. Whoa. Now he's in serious trouble. But I don't think I win a rook. Yeah, this is really... I really thought he should just try to lose the exchange here. Here he has almost enough material, but I don't think black has any real like threats so much. I think it would be better for him not to sack his queen, but let's say play something like rook e8. d4 doesn't work because of queen a5. I'm not sure if he saw the idea of unpinning, you know, his queen with the queen a5. He has some compensation here, but it's not unclear enough. Wait's definitely better. The other way was way way murkier. The material is rook and bishop for a queen, which is not quite enough for black. Not to say it's easy for me, but I think that white is fairly safe here. Nevertheless, how do we make progress? Progress and time. Time, man. Not the best move, probably. He had knight c5. Now I can play, I guess, d4. It's hard to see that black's going to get enough counterplay here. e4. Maybe. Not just yet. But eventually. Feels like white should be winning eventually. Still, I'm not up that much material. And we've seen this from World Loser before. He plays extremely well in imbalanced situations where there's like a strange material imbalance. I lost a game in a similar situation a while back. One of these last losses where I think something was similar. This one maybe. Don't remember. One of the recent losses against him, I thought, was also a material imbalance situation where he was able to play very quickly, where most people would need time. Yeah, I mean, this is not so easy. c5. Radical. I don't know. Am I giving him counterplay here? Or am I good? He's always ahead on time. Have I ever had a game where he wasn't ahead on time? I don't think so. What I really want to do would be like trade rooks. Trade rooks and it's like over. Pawn Jamardi. Oof. That is an ugly mate. Didn't see it, honestly. I didn't see it till like one move before I played it. Or as I was playing my last move. Aldisto is still playing. Oof. Wow, Mahar with the down material but more time. Interesting. The two rooks look menacing, but what does he do? The passer is dangerous. And there's no rook g2. Calmly defending. Uh-oh. That might be an issue. We have an issue. Now the g-pawn looking problematic. It's a nice tactical move. Yeah, Mahara has too much time. In the sense that, you know, he could have used his time better. Mr. Coffee, what about you, sire? Do you indulge in chess 960 yourself? I'm so sorry that Troll didn't make it. In the 6 years that I've been playing here on lichess and streaming most of the time, I have been on record saying that I think that chess 960 is the only variant that's constructive, and my feelings were confirmed recently. Someone posted an article where they really like looked at the statistics of people. They did like a kind of in-depth statistical analysis of people's Blitz games when they played variants, and it looked like chess 960 was the game that was the one variant that didn't as negatively impact your normal chess. It wasn't a scientific study or anything, but it confirmed my feelings. You know, it appears that chess 960 is the only variant that really doesn't mess with your normal chess. I think it's constructive. I think it teaches you something very important. Like, the concept of coordination is universal in chess 960, and it's a very important concept that's kind of hard to teach in normal chess. And I think it comes much more directly into play in chess 960 without the openings. Yeah. Take it down. Pawnda Blitz 960 Swiss. We're 5-0. Aldisto is coming next, and he's on a rampage. 3 out of 3. I think if I get through Aldisto, we got clear sailing. Maybe Boca do Inferno could be dangerous. Maybe Mahar beat me last time in Blitz. Yeah, there's a few people that could get me. But mainly, Aldisto is our primary rival. He's 2087 in chess 960, which is decent, you know. I mean, 2000 in chess 960 is like 2200 in other variants, I would say. You suck. Yeah, but that's, not a reason not to play. My dad was like that. He didn't like to play games that he sucked at. Alright. Aldisto. Take your time, by the way. Your extra time, it's like just extra time. The 30 seconds is just extra, and it will just disappear if you don't use it. So you might as well spend the 30 seconds to think about the starting position. It doesn't go in your time bank if you don't use it. Use that 30 seconds. Acerbate. B4. He's playing the wing gambit. Okay, first of all, I think I need to control the center. I would love to neutralize that bishop on A1 somehow. No, B6 is also an interesting move. Let's do B6. It's a less weakening form of B4. I don't really feel that comfortable with B5. I could play it, of course, but there's breaks with A4. Now he's doing this. Is a classic idea in chess 960. To get the queen out in the corner situation like this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want my queen to get trapped. On the other hand, what are my alternatives? Agnes Karajewski gifting 2 tier stutter subs. Tier 2 Tier 1 subs, whatever. Thank you. I can say thank you. Adult onset stuttering disorder. I'm obsessed with playing F5. Thank you for 2 tier 1 gift subs. Phew, I got it out. Agnes Kariuski, very generous to be the first, not only to give 2 gift subs, but to give 200 bits as well. So 300 bits. I just want to remind everyone, tomorrow is a Weird Wednesday. It's going to be a short half stream tomorrow. Thursday is our subscriber stream, though. That's serious business. So this is the idea. Bill's subscribing. Nice name, by the way. Bill 2WK. It's very funny that he did this, because my instinct was to do the same thing to his bishop on A1 initially. That's funny. Maybe I should play D5. Don't like bringing his pieces out for him, and I don't like bishop takes A8, so it leaves us with some questions. Question. Any weak points anywhere? There is one, I see. Now I could have considered like Queen H7. I really miss I miss pale ale. I just had the sudden, when I was living in the United States 2 years ago, for a while, for like a few months, I was drinking a lot of India pale ale, like Bass ale, and then suddenly I had this sensation. I sort of miss it. Alright, whatever. I can't sit here and think about this forever. We have to make a decision. Alistair's just playing way faster than me here. Thanks, guys, for subscribing and the gift donation and the bits and everything. I want to do more stuff, you know, where we're trying different things. As I get older, I've found that I'm much more fixed in my ways, and that's a bad thing. I mean, there's some good things about it, but for the most part, I think it's negative. As you get older, you should probably try to fight against stagnation and not being creative, not trying new things. Playing, for example, a Chess 960 tournament. This is interesting. This is good. You know, we're expanding our horizons here. We should do more of this. And I like winning too. Only if I win now. 92. I think for Aldisto this is kind of a natural position since he plays the wing gambit. I'm starting to play like Acerbate now. The loose knight on G4, just flinging it out there. It stops him from playing this, Queen H2. Well, that's enough justification. I mean, B4 is also a very weakening move. I can try to come over here. That's why I don't like B4. You try to donate, but all I have is Amex. Now, this is a very interesting thing, Agnes Karadewski. Amex doesn't like me. And it doesn't like my... I realized this on Friday or Saturday. Saturday. Yeah, Amex will not process if you try to make a donation or... Well, I don't know about donation. Yeah. Weird. Actually... Yeah, Amex doesn't work. Do they think I'm in, like, Russia or something? I don't understand. I live in Hungary. My account on PayPal was created like 20 years ago. Um, it's really strange. I don't get it. It's only since this, like lately, the war situation or whatever we call it has started to take effect. But that's funny that you noticed that. It's Amex. It's not my PayPal. But if you try to make a donation or make a payment to me with Amex, it will be declined. You're the second person to realize this. You know, the conspiracy theory is that when I was in college, or actually later, around 2000, I want to say, I had an Amex card and I owed them money, and they closed my account. It wasn't my fault. I know it's a long story, but it actually wasn't really my fault. I almost never had a debt in my life, but I let my Amex card be overdue, and they even like put a collection agency on me. This is the only time I ever had my like had been attacked by a collection agency, around 1999 or 2000, maybe a little later. Maybe it was like 2003. I don't remember, but Amex, maybe they hate me or something. But it's really weird now. It's something new. I've never had anyone have a payment rejected until this week. The only theory I have is that it's like some weird thing with the Russia situation. Like they think Hungary's in Russia or something. It's very, very bizarre. One of my students wanted to pay me for a lesson and he couldn't. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I tried to use my Amex. So Amex has some issues. Maybe with people in Eastern Europe or something. But it's weird. I guess they just like, I don't even know. How would that have to do with Eastern Europe, actually? I mean, I created my PayPal account when I lived in the United States like 20 years ago. Amex is a disaster. I would never use Amex after the way they treated me. I had like, not that big of a balance. They sent a collection agency after me almost immediately and treated me like an animal. I was like, I will never ever. I have a good credit now, but I mean, the only time I was ever late on payments to something and like instantly they sent a collection agent after me. Maybe there's a network node that goes through Russia. You would know better as a computer guy, Mr. Coffee. Oh no, you just make donuts. It's really strange. It's definitely something to do with Amex. I don't get it. I thought it. I don't even know. I mean, how does. Actually, my PayPal account is not. It's not like I created the account in Eastern Europe. It's an old PayPal account. And from many years ago. Shouldn't be relevant. What a move. And I played this idiotic Queen B5. What a noob I am. Phew. Greedy, greedy. Materialism is bad. I was close to a tactic here. I think I have something. Rook takes g2 doesn't quite work. Queen c4. Uber driver's like, tisk tisk, you guys, you're supposed to castle. Don't forget about castling. I have a bad feeling about that. Deep breaths. This guy is no joke. Alisto doesn't like castling anyway. What, he just hung a rook? Well, that's weird. Uncharacteristic. A lot of people are making uncharacteristic blunders. They're all dropping rooks and stuff. Yeah. But anyway, like, the problem with the Amex never happened before until the war in Ukraine started. So it's hard to imagine that's not the issue. But it's like, if you try to pay me with Visa or MasterCard, it's no problem. Only good old Amex. But I remember seeing, like, Visa and MasterCard have canceled, like, business in Russia, but have you seen anything about Amex? I didn't notice. Amex is dead to me. They would, like, send me advertisements for, like, applying for cards and stuff. I'd, like, tear them up into little pieces and, like, burn them. For 20 years, they've been, like, sending me, like, after, like, calling a collection agent on me for, like, $1,000 debt and, like, harassing me brutally over, like, a small amount of money. Now they, like, want me to, like, get their card. I don't think so. You're dead to me, Amex. Are Russians allowed to stream on here? Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. There's been all this canceling people in sports, and I don't think that Russia should be allowed to play in international tournaments. But you know what I was thinking about, Bogachog? What about, like, video gaming? You know, what about gaming? I mean, has there been any discussion of like, Russian gamers? I assume there is, but I haven't seen any stories about it. So, like, streamers and gamers and stuff like that. Absolutely, it's no different than anything else, so... I felt bad. Like, someone from Russia raided me a couple days ago, but I wouldn't... You know, I'm not gonna, like, attack them or something. But I'm not gonna raid a Russian streamer. Yeah, but I mean, you're missing the point. It's not about punishing the citizens. I mean, dude, people are dying in Ukraine. Like, little children are being murdered. You know, a few sports celebrities can handle, like, being not allowed to play. Or whatever, you know. That's the least we can do. I think when you're talking about stuff like food, and such, that's a different story. But as far as, like, banning sports people, that's nothing compared to what's happening to these people. I don't advocate allowing the sports people of Russia to participate, or gamers or whatever. And I agree, it should be forbidden. This is a bad opening. Mahar is just so fast. I already don't trust my position. I had a lot of games with Troll like this. He was the master of controlling the center. They didn't vote, dude. There is no elections in Russia. I mean, it's just like it's a fake. Yeah. I mean, some people voted, but it doesn't matter, like, who you vote for. in a dictatorship like that. Like, they admitted to lynch him. Yeah. Yeah, no one wants to take a risk. I like how, you know what's funny about the world, right? Like, there's all these people who, like, do mass shootings, and they don't mind, like dying, you know, to kill, like, 10 people. But when it comes to, like, assassinating, like, a president or world leader, like, everyone's terrified. Oh, it's no problem to go down to the elementary school and shoot 20 people and spend the rest of my life in jail. But you couldn't possibly find someone who would, like, assassinate an evil world leader. It's very inconsistent for me, you know? Like, I think I'll go down and kill 10 people today and get, like, you know, a death penalty. You see that every day, you know, but, oh no, we would never try to assassinate, like, the most evil world leader. But shooting up a kindergarten, sure, that's no problem. Where are the brave people, you know, when you really need them? But I'm not advocating for assassinations. I'm just saying it's kind of weird. So, inconsistent. I just don't get it. This is just a great space advantage. Grape ape. For white. Very strange Benoni here. It's a snake Benoni. Now don't distract me with political discussions. Damn, this guy is strong. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna take that. $1837. It was a good year. Wow. This is crazy. And I guess it's a reasonable exchange sacrifice. I've had a really bad result against Mahar lately. I lost recently. He's gotten stronger and stronger. I keep having this problem with my rook pawns hanging. That's the second time today. I have a mental block. Wow, very patient play by white. Knight d3. Quite a move. There's an element of, like, free rider principle. I don't know if anyone's studied economics here. But it's kind of like everyone else... Oh, I tried to make it a legal move. Everyone else is waiting for someone else to do the job, you know? It's like you get on the bus, and you want the other guy to pay the ticket. I don't know, man. This guy is ridiculously strong. And super fast. He must be like a chess 960 expert. Where's his chess 960 rating? 1837, not too high. He's super strong. Also insanely fast. It's like a perfect game by white. Of course, blundering my a-pawn was good. That was really smart. But I have, like, no moves. Mr. Coffee. The modder. The master of moderation. I don't know, Mahara is frightening. You should see how he crushed me in this last game a few times ago. Rook e7 looks kind of risky. It was a tad bit materialistic. So now he's going to lose his rook. Wow. Queen a3. I have check on the back rank, and then like bishop b6. Man. Wait, I'm just winning his rook? No, he has a defense. Explain to me what's happening here. Wait, rook b1 check? What is going on in this position? I had bishop d8 trapping the exchange. Oh my god, he's just like hanging a piece. Wow. He played like a genius and then just like lost his mind. It's really weird. Okay, he had knight b3. It's like it was invisible or something. He just didn't see that he could play knight b3. Should I play bishop e4? Should I play another move here? Queen a7. That's a good move. Yeah, queen a7, definitely. I'm on it. I'm gonna guess he's okay here, right? He's got a defense here. It's unbelievable. Gonna need to sacrifice something soon. Scary, dude. This guy. It's pretty scary. I'm up 2 pieces, but I'm losing on time? My god, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy how fast he is. Like, he doesn't care that he's down 2 pieces. I have this like London system situation. My god, man. Extremely frightening player to face. And he has a minute more than me. Like, I don't even know where I am. Yeah, he uses... Well, it's not like he's a cheater. I mean, he's got 2.5 against 14.5 against me. There's no reason to be suspicious of him. But he's just ridiculously strong. This is a crazy game. I mean, to have a minute more than me. It's not like a player that I've never played before. I mean, I trust him, but I'm just impressed. He's super fast. No, I don't trust anybody, actually. I'm done trusting. He still has some scary threats against my king, potentially. E5, queen check, rook takes a2, queen d8. Probably get mated there. I have knight g8, though. That might be a good move. Look at this. What? Does anybody know what's going on here? Can't believe how fast he is. It's crazy. I mean, I guess I misunderstand him as a player. I never thought of him as a speed player, but he is actually really, really fast. That was a horrible game by me. I mean, I was lost. I was just utterly, completely lost. Minus 6.3. I just hung a7. But this b4 move is radically aggressive. I mean, is that like the best move on the board? But the way he played the opening, yeah, it's engine number 1 move. The way he played the opening was like perfect. c4 best move. f3 best move. Look at that. That's top 2. It's top 1. So he literally played the best possible moves in the opening. c4, f3, and now not e4. e4 is up there, but bishop c2 is better. e4 is inaccurate, but a very logical move. I hated my position. Yeah, and here I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go into an ending, you know, where, I mean, it's like I'm losing the open file here. This is bad for me. Maybe it's not. I thought I'm just worse. So I had the stupid idea to play c5 and then b4 exclamation point. And then I took like an idiot, losing immediately. So I'm lost in 5 moves. I was lost in 5 moves. I mean, like, literally, every game is like 90 cent upon loss. Round 8. Acerbate, yes! My favorite opponent. We're 274 to 4. Acerbate, you're closing in on 300. He doesn't play me that much, so it took him a while. Acerbate, we've never played Chess 960, have we? Here we go again. Tired of hanging my H-pawn. It's a bad move. I mean, I should really occupy the center. I feel like maybe it's my imagination, but hyper-modernism doesn't seem to work as well in Chess 960. The initial position is not an accident, you know. I think a lot of people think like the setup of the initial pieces is some sort of random. I don't think it's random, you know. There's a very logical kind of reasoning behind the normal chess setup. Here we go again under the lights. What does that mean? My light? F5 is a good move, and Astrobate never plays the Dutch. So this is pretty cool. It's a song. The Grob. Grobby. I'm already 40 seconds behind. I forget it's like Blitz and not Rapid. He almost snuck my A-pawn. But it's triple protected in this. This is what I need, like serious insurance. Yeah, Astrobate, you know that's not a principal thing to do, right? To stick your bishop in the middle of the board randomly on move 2. No. Yeah, there's like no coming back from this for black. I mean, he's in a very bad place. He'll probably play like bishop a4 check. No. No bishop a4. Think Owen defense. The Owen versus the London. I'm playing the London. Playing the London in chess 960. That's the only place you'll find me playing the London. Alright. Knight on e2. Knight on e2 feels bad. Feels bad, man. FBM. Is that an expression? FBM? You never play music on stream, right? It's too personal for me. It's a very, music is a very personal thing to me. I love music and I love a lot of different bands and even types of music, but it's just, yeah. I would hate, no, my music's not secret, but I would hate, if people didn't like the music I liked, I would be I would feel bad about it. And no one would ever be happy, you're just constantly, they'll be constantly, it's like you'll never make anyone happy with the same music. They're always going to be people, oh, I hate this music. It would be very annoying. Plus, I'm not playing Bullet like Hikaru Nakamura, and it's just watching me play Bullet like some idiot, I'm actually doing constructive chess here, so I really think the music can even be disruptive. If I was just playing, it's great, it's fine, For mindless people playing Bullet streams, music is cool, But for an instructive chess stream, I don't think it really seems appropriate. It's to fill the gaps for mindless chess streams where people play Bullet. I mean, you could have some kind of chill background music maybe. Lately I've been listening to punk and stuff, I don't listen to a lot of really chill music. No, I mean Smashing Pumpkins is not punk. That's alt rock. I like alt rock a lot. I had a friend who went to high school with Billy Corgan. One of my fraternity brothers. It's a funny coincidence. He was from Chicago. Whoa. You want to trade my bishop off? Sir. Sire. They're doing their best to distract me, Asterbait. You're hanging in there, man. Do you have any other questions? You ask more questions than my, like, 11-year-old son. Are you 11? I call him, like, the human question machine. It's awesome. Whoa. '58. Even more ancient than me. I had the feeling you were an 11. Alright. Asterbait is a monstro. The monstro. Why is everyone dropping rooks in this chess 960? That's like Halloween, Asterbait. Always check your candy for poison. That's like the third person who dropped a rook against me. Really strange. I mean, I don't think they would do it in normal games. Do you think I'm going to hang a rook like that? You see, that's the problem. When you're playing a decent player, let's say I'm decent. I'm not going to say I'm a good player. But let's say I'm a decent player, okay? Anyone from like 2000 and above, Asterbait just like took the rook without thinking, or took the pawn without thinking. Do you think like a player who's rated 2000 higher is just gonna give you a free pawn for nothing? Never. Okay, it was just a pawn. It was just a pawn. It wasn't like it was a free rook. You can kind of see it. Yeah. Simple miscalculation. I would give him a free pawn. If it was a rook or a knight or a bishop or something like that, there'd be no excuse for that blunder, Asterbait. Arselbait. We should make a combined name for them because I keep like misnaming you guys all the time. We need like Arsenal bait, and we now got to think of one the other way, like Arsenal. Arselbait and Arsenal. Look at Maharsi, he's doing it again. Even against Uberdriver, who's a relatively fast player. Check him out. The Mahar has 3 minutes to 30 seconds. That's insane. And the weirdest thing is, like, his classical ratings and rapid are higher than his Blitz. They're higher than his Blitz and Bullet. But I guess there's just rating inflation in rapid. But I mean, Uberdriver is not a slow player by any means. He must have had a bad position. He's down a piece, first of all. And that's not a good sign. Compensazione. So you know, you got a draw here, right? Maybe not. Maybe yes. Maybe not. Interesting. How do we play this? Nice. The cowboys, he calls them, if he has two bishops. This is just one cowboy. Sorry, Archaics. I thought you were a kid. We get a lot of kids here. Our audience is... No. Actually, we don't. Most chess streams do. But I'm not a beautiful girl. So we gravitate toward middle-aged men. Never too young to be a kid. Never too old. I don't know. I just don't attract the ladies like I used to. No ladies on the stream lately. I just don't do enough, like, flirtatious Hot tub streaming. Too serious, I think. By the way, it's Happy International Women's Day. So, even though there's no women watching the stream, I want to wish a happy International Women's Day to the women's. I was gonna like put like free entry. I thought about putting free entry for women in the tournament description, but it's just too stupid. I often have stupid ideas, and I'm just like, whatever. That's another one. We did get 2 gift subs from Agnes Kardewski. At least Agnes is named after a woman. Damn, Mahar is getting close to a dangerous place here. With more time, just like he did against me. I can't believe I might go undefeated in Chess 960 tournament. I was totally lost against Sumaher, and I was definitely lost against Mahar as well. The games have not been great, but they have been fun. The quality is definitely not been high. Yeah, the knight on b6 is sick. This is a really bad piece. It's almost like Black's not up a piece here. Oh, he just gave up the piece. That is a check. Yeah, this is easy win for Uber Driver. He's a good endgame player. Bobby Fischer Jr., they call him. We've seen Uber Driver do this before. He's pretty good in like fundamentals, I would say. And also not a slow player. That's why it's so surprising that Mahar has such a huge time edge. Mahar just must play a lot of bullet. He's super quick. Situation is a little out of control here. It's getting much unclearness. Dude, I can't believe you did that. You took on b6 and you could have played. You could have, you should have, you would have. Now there's no way that white wins. He did that? You're not in any danger of losing. Why didn't you play bishop b5? Is it just a draw anyway? You have to at least try bishop b5. Is that just a dead draw? Here, I mean, we've got to play bishop e5. Are you sure this is... Yeah, king e5. You're coming in here? But I was thinking you might have a trick like g5. So it's a draw. Take. Surprisingly, you can play this. On g5, takes, h5. He's in the square of the pawn. That's brutal. That's just brutal. You can defend it, but then you have to sack your bishop for the pawn. Yeah, it's a draw. Anyway. Poor Uber Driver was just too pressed for time. He's actually here quick. I mean, I think Uber's been quite quick. Not a slow player, and he can play, quickly. But Mahara is just ridiculously fast. You know, for a guy who has a not that high like bullet rating, I've seen that a lot though. There are lots of players on the stream who are just not very highly rated in bullet, and they seem like they should be. I guess people just do too much of the berserking in like the bullet arenas that just like destroys your rating or something. If you berserk constantly in like arenas, I guess you're automatically 200 points lower than you could be. Uber driver in second place, impressive, with the half point bye in the first round. All right. It seems like I have two approaches. I'm either playing the Larson, the Bird Larson, or I'm playing. Yeah, maybe this isn't so great. But that's my queen. It's okay. That's my queen. The bird is better when your queen is on e1. Little known fact. The bird is better. Better bird. This is actually, I think, quite a good square for the king and the bird. It's a perfect bird Larson. It's also better for the king's gambit. This is like an awesome. Only wish I had my knight on f3. You know, my knight can't get to a good square. Kind of an issue. So I need to think about this. I need to open my bishop. I mean, this has got to be. Although there's danger, like against World Loser, I had problems with that situation where he didn't exploit it, but World Loser missed opportunities to use like chances to check me on a3 in our game. I don't know, g3? Double fianchetto? There's knight a2, mate. Is he going to play knight b4? I don't think so. Knight b4, a3, knight a2 check, king b2. I'm going for like the quick mate. I'm starting to play like astrobate. You can castle here, you know. Fromm's gambit. I don't really want to like take on e5 and have his bishop sitting on a3 anytime soon. If he plays e5, I'm not going to trade pawns. g6 is good. It shores up f5. Although it's bad for his knight. I know the feeling. Like, this is always a problem. I have the same thing. So that kind of kills my bishop h3 stuff. Anyway, my knight is bad, so it needs to get in the game. Maybe he just intends to trade darks for bishops. Oh, his rook is not great on g7. It's not that bad. I would say white's just a tiny bit better here. Bishop h3 is just met by f5. I mean, still, maybe I should do it. I think I should still do it. Or he plays e6. I was just about to say. He doesn't have to play f5. But it looks like black's in serious trouble. I mean, that knight is a disaster. Now I have, like, knight here. Now I have, like, I talk like that. Now I have, like, knight here. Like Bill Goichberg, American tournament director. Really have to pay attention. Sounding like an idiot. Some people play blindfold bullet. Alright. I like your knight on h8. Just leave it there, please. He's in serious trouble here. Phew. This is a disaster for black. Still, though, it's not over. My king is not that safe. My knight needs to get in the game. Maybe c3, walking into b5. I was thinking e3. However, there will be issues with my e4 pawn. Sniffle master. I have a weird idea. Knight. Don't ask questions. No. It's alright. Now I know you're not 11 years old. It's alright. It's alright. You're responsible. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Tomorrow we're going to be back for a short stream Wednesday morning playing weird openings. As if this wasn't weird enough. Weird opening stream tomorrow morning. Just a half stream. From 11 to 12:30 tomorrow morning. Normally I stream for like 2.5 hours. Knight d5. It's basically a closed Sicilian. My rook didn't move, right? My rooks have... That's the original squares. All of our rooks are in the original squares. You know, I honestly don't know where my king is safer here. But I feel like I like the king side better. Though that knight d4 kind of bothers me. Now my bishop is like marooned on f6. I was going to bring it back to b2, but the d4 square. Alright, yeah, we're out of here. This is a really, really, really good close Sicilian for white. It's like a dream close Sicilian. I used to play the close Sicilian when I was like 2200. Up until around 2200. I mean, to be honest, that's sort of half true. I played it with black. I would play against the English close Sicilians. And then, my first over-the-board close Sicilian was against none other than Master Josh, the great Josh Whiteskin. I think I've only played with white the close Sicilian a handful of times. Draw with Josh, lost to Satovsky. I think it's better as a defense than it is an attacking system. Ain't that the truth? So how do I get this puppy open? Yeah, we should just blast him with d4. What is a Bisonov anyway? It's like a Russian bison. They're not banned yet. Banning Russian bisons. It's a good thing he can't castle kingside. That's one of the hardest things in chess 960. Like, you forget people can castle long, or whatever you call it, at the really last moment when you're not thinking about it anymore. They just like escape to the other side. Just don't forget about that. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty dramatic what he did here, but it's understandable. Like, g5, it seems like a practical try. He had to get his knight off of h8. That was not a stupid idea. In fact, in retrospect, I should at least consider playing f5, which would keep his knight shut out. Yeah, I think this is a clear mistake. He has to take on c3. This looks like really bad. There's no way he's going to survive with the c-file open here. No, this is bad. Coordination, that's what we learned from Chess 960. I think it's a very useful variant. It's the only useful variant. I mean, I guess Crazy House isn't so bad if you had to play another variant, but I feel like it could mess up your normal chess. It's quite different. So I would recommend, you know, playing Chess 960 and nothing else. There's Uberdriver again, playing a super fast guy. The Boca do Inferno. Uberdriver's trying to play chess tonight. It's interesting. Boca do Inferno is a huge time guy. And tactical and kind of tricky. But Uber's trying to play real chess. And he doesn't always play real chess. Sometimes Uber does the bullet. Mother. That is a hell of a diagonal you've got there. Wow, he just got mated. I mean, even at the end, there's still E4. Why do you have to get mated here? He has 1 minute and 39 seconds. Wait, what did I say? There's still E4? I forgot there's a pawn on E4 already. The problem is the pawn on E2. You need to, like, make that disappear. Oh my god, yeah, it's not so easy. But I mean, okay, white has moves. There's queen b4, bishop c2. I guess Boca de Inferno just didn't like his position. Bullets, hawks. So that's it, man. That's it, man. 9-0, though I don't really think I played that well. 2196 performance. Taking the gold cup. Chess 960. It was fun. It was fun winning. Uberdriver second. Impressive. So we learned something about Uberdriver in this tournament. He's a competent Chess 960 player. Aldisto also, you know, not surprisingly, one of the strongest players, finishing third. Mahar, you know, primarily speed, but had me beat after 5 moves out of the opening, so he's got a good feeling with the openings. I don't. You know, I'm really bad at the opening stage in Chess 960. I just can't play the chess openings well in Chess 960, so I'm at a big disadvantage in the early stages. Acerbate with an impressive result, I have to say, man. Acerbate, he won against Sumaher, he won against Gu. He won against Boca do Inferno, and he won what? Ruslan and Boca do Inferno. So Acerbate, this is striking result for you. 4 out of 9 against all like higher rated opponents. And one of them was me. I mean, dude, you upset 4 people who are higher rated than you. That really says something. Like, you would never have had that score. Not never, but, I mean, that would be an incredible score for you in normal chess. What it tells me is that Acerbate, and I've seen this in his play, he has developed a very good understanding of piece coordination. You know, if you look at his games, it's not surprising at all. I'm actually thinking he's probably stronger in chess 960 than he is in normal chess. And the fact that he doesn't know the openings is just a handicap in normal chess. World Loser just dropped out with 3.5. Boca do Inferno 3.5. Bison off 3.5. Situn left early. And then, okay, we had a total of 23 players, but basically only 10 players like stayed for the tournament, so it was a small field, but fun. We're going to be back for a short stream tomorrow morning, like an hour and a half. Weird Wednesday. I will, sorry, I was just reading something. I will be back. I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Congratulations to second finisher, Mr. Uber driver. Impressive. So without further ado, I'm going to shut it down for tonight. You guys were great. Thanks for more than 20 players showing up for this tournament. I was afraid we wouldn't have enough. I really, I do appreciate it. I want to try to incorporate more new ideas in the stream. So, that's it. Enjoy. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Best moderator, Mr. Kofefe. I closed my own window. What happened here? There it is. Thanks, Mr. Kofefe. Mr. C. Good night, everybody. Take it easy. Easy win. But I was lost in a couple of games, as usual. Uber driver, good result. Alisto, third place. He's probably a little disappointed with his result. Alisto is basically the second highest rated player. So he's expected to finish in the top 3. Good job, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday with the weird openings tomorrow for an hour and a half. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the support. Support Ukraine. Freedom and peace for Ukraine. Bye-bye, everybody.